Today's video, guys, I thought I would show you some enrichment and some craziness that I do with some of my Savannah monitor. And I really prefer using these like plastic, what you would find in a ball pit type thing, plastic ball, because they are filled with air, so they don't squeeze down all the way, and they're not rubber, so I don't have to worry about him, taking a chunk off and still playing with it. So he loves these things. Also, you can get them in a variety of sizes. So this one is slightly smaller than you would find in your normal play center ball pit. And I'm doing that because my monitor is not that large. And the nice thing is, too, if you look at a before and after, so worst case scenario, what's going to happen is he's going to puncture a hole, which will let him deform the thing, but that's all right. Now, caution, guys. Caution, caution, caution. Warning, danger, alert. You have to be careful when doing anything like this. I worked really hard to make sure that this type of ball is not small enough to go down his throat. I need to make sure he cannot eat this. It is too big. Even if he deflates it, he cannot swallow this. It's still much too large. Obviously, if he gets larger, though, I will go to a larger size ball. Also, I always stay and watch him when he's playing with his balls, because eventually he's going to pop them. Something is going to happen. So it's monitored playtime. But it's really nice because he really gets into this thing. You'll see, I'll zoom in. He opens his mouth all the way. He's trying to eat this. Just to be clear, he's not trying to just chew on this. He is trying to swallow this thing whole just like it is. But he can't. Not even close. So that's nice. So what we're going to see is we're going to see him play around, try, swipe at this, go crazy, try to eat it, and I'm going to be here. And also how I get him to release things like this, because that's another key, because eventually this thing will deflate, or I just don't want to keep watching him, and I'm going to take it away. All right, let's go ahead and release the ball into the environment. Mm-hmm. Now these things have some give, guys, so when he's biting it and you see it sinking in, that doesn't mean that it's deflated. It's still sealed at this point, but it's not, 100% solid. You're still able to squeeze it a little bit. Okay, guys, so this is an important part here, because you can see the brain working here. So at first, he was trying to use the dirt, his bedding, to help force it down, rub it in there to help kill it, to do all those things. One, obviously, it's not going to die. It's a plastic ball. And two, no matter what, I know it's too big. So, but he doesn't know that. And he refuses to agree with that. So once he's given up on the bedding strategy because he knows it's too soft, in his mind he's thinking, okay, I need something harder. So notice he took it over to a hole, not a hole, but a gap between one of the bricks and his scratch log there, knowing that those are harder surfaces, that he can really push that thing down. That's to show you the brain. That's to show you how it's working. So he's going to try to rub it to kill it, to break it down on that brick, knowing that that brick is such a hard surface, or use that brick to force it down, to force everything into his gullet. Now, neither of those strategies are going to work, but he doesn't need to know that. He's having fun just chewing on that thing. And this is, again, really good for the mental enrichment, guys, but I can't stress that you need to make sure you know what device you're using. You need to make sure he's not going to be able to just take some pieces of rubber and eat them, and you need to know he's not going to be able to suck this thing down, because then you're looking at a surgery and it's going to be a disaster. So although this is really, really good enrichment, it's also highly dangerous if you don't sit here, monitor, and have everything planned beforehand. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to bring him out this way, which may cause him to drop the ball. That's not normally how I get the ball from him, but he's just so far back that there's a spot underneath his neck that I'll show you later that gets him to release things that he's chewing on. And I'm not saying that will work for all monitors, all Savannah monitors, or even your monitors. It's just something that I've noticed with him that we've worked on, and it's worked. Because sometimes he gets his hands on things he's not supposed to. And by his hands, I mean his mouth. Also, this is highly dangerous because he's in a biting response. I don't want to shove my hand under his mouth or in between that space of where the ball and his mouth are meeting or anything like that, because anything I go do by his face, I don't want him to slip off the ball and bam, that's just gonna, I'm not gonna say there goes my finger, because it will still be there, but there's gonna be a lot of blood and it's gonna hurt. We want to avoid that. So let me go ahead and grab him. Simba! Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, you're doing all right? That's good. Let's see how I want to do this. Oh, it's just out of reach. All right. Let's do this. Move the camera back. That way I can open. Move his cage, doors. Alright, I went and moved him. So now he's within range, which is really nice. He's still just holding on to one of his favorite toys. Now he'll try to go back because he thinks that's a good area. And realistically, that is a really good area. Okay, so let's get you over here on the side. So you can see he's been chewing on this thing, but he hasn't deflated it. And just look at the mouth. Look at how wide that thing can open. He could, if this was a little bit smaller, well, it's got to be quite a bit smaller, but he can suck down some main things. And a lot of times Savannah monitors, guys, the way they hunt, there's not a lot of chewing. You've seen them eat chicks, rodents, worms, everything, all of the above. Typically, it's one bite just to grab it and then sucked right in. And that's exactly what we would see right there. Look at that. Now, let's go over some danger zones here, obviously. Hi, buddy. I know. This area right here, anything goes in between that ball and he slips and misses and he crunches down at his full force. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Remember, this is a ball that he used for about a week. And you can see there's teeth marks, and then all it takes is one little puncture and you hear the air just wheeze out of it. So, thankfully, even when he eats, he's always occupied in what he's doing. So I can get in here, I can pet him, I can touch whatever. I'm not worried at all. Also because that's not going to be a quick release on purpose, although it could happen on accident. Alright, how do we get this out of here now? That's $1 million question. Now I want to show you guys that, and this is going to be very risky, So warning, don't try this at home, but I want to show you guys he does have a good grip on this. This isn't just sitting by his mouth. Not only is he trying to shove this into his mouth, his teeth are holding this. So again, don't try this part at home. But look at this. It even pulls the dirt forward. He's got this thing. I could probably, if he got a better grip, lift him. Now, we want to get this out of here. So for me, this is what I do. Got to get under here. I got to get him to know it's time to release that. Oh, and he's punctured it. Good, so he's really biting hard now. All right. So I get a good grip of, I'd say this is his lower throat area. And I don't squeeze, I just kind of brace it back, and he'll just go ahead and release it. And you can see he's crazy. Look at his mouth, look at his teeth. He wants to go after that. He wants to bite it. I'm going to put it out of the way. This is what's really important too with training your monitor so they know that you are not food. The ball's now gone. It's on top of his cage. He can't see it at all. Here's my hand. I'm going to go right in. All that craziness, all that enrage is all gone. Good job. This is what's important though, guys. If you've got a big lizard that can do damage, that you do want to handle, but also get rid of some of that aggression, a lot of that energy that's built up, you need to let them know what is a toy, what is food, and what is you. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video of my killer lizard here destroying a blue ball. Take care.